Working on this 2013 BMW 750. The customer brought it to me complaining about the turn signals not working on the driver's side front headlight. I scanned it. It had trouble code for l.e.d not taught. So I, on the scanner, ended up doing the programming calibration for the LEDs, and everything started working. After that, I key cycled it, let it sit overnight, was ready to pull it out. And once I pulled it out, I got an error message for daytime driving light. So I'll get you a shot of what it does. So right now I'm in the off position, which should only run the daytime running lights. And as you can see, those are on and the driver one is off. And if we go and switch it to automatic, it does end up lighting up those rings like the passenger side. So it's weird because the capability to light those in the automatic mode does light them up, but for daytime running it does not. And then I'll get you the trouble code for it, which is it's describing that the basically current or amperage is incorrect, or it's not happy with it, so it turns them off. So just to get you a shot, actually this is in my history for the scanner. I'll show you what it initially came in with. So here in the STML left hand headlight module, basically it's saying LEDs not taught in, so that's what it came in with yesterday, and it was listed as permanent. And then it has these intermittent for on the left hand LED module, invalid signals, but both of those are intermittent. This was the main one that they were complaining about, and as you can tell, that's all that was there yesterday. So today we will go ahead and I'll show you the code that it has now, which obviously wasn't there yesterday based on that report. So just a shot, that's the error message now that we get in the vehicle, and I've done the full scan, the current one. So one we're interested in is in that guy there, one code only. And so now it has an 805 CBA, daytime driving lights, current lower than target value. If we look at information, so the main thing as far as description, so total current of the DC-DC converter falls short of the specified lower limit value as listed in the coding data for the STML. So there's obviously something that is not being reached, or that it's not happy. Possible causes there. It tells you to encode the STML and then reteach the LEDs, and then obviously check your wiring, replace components if nothing else. But the one thing that stands out to me, so number one, and then lower limit is listed in the coding data. Yesterday I only did the teach-in of LEDs. I did not code it, so I'm thinking of trying to recode it and see if it takes care of that. As far as where I do that, I back out. Yes. And back out, and we'll go to programming. But let me get set up with a battery maintainer and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got the maintainer installed. These are just some precautionary measures, and then now we have to set up scanner in this form. Okay, so I am connected now. Go back into programming. Hit OK. That's all set up. Continue with OK. And I'm looking to do coding for the STML. Okay, so it identifies the car. We hit OK to move forward. Okay, move forward. At this point, it asks if control modules were replaced. To hit no. And then, so I want to go to coding. And I want to do, let's do control unit. We are looking for the STML. There we go. And we'll hit coding. And there is the action plan for coding. Alright, we'll go forward. And then you have to be connected to the internet. It should reach out to the server, download the files for the coding. Okay, so it's downloaded. We'll hit continue. So it's downloaded, and now we'll hit continue, and hopefully it should all go through with the coding. Okay, and the coding has started. So I'll let this run through and get you back when it's done. Not sure if you can tell on camera, passenger side daytime running LEDs are way brighter than the driver's side, so I think there is going to be an actual current amperage problem, either the LEDs themselves or the module, but it's going through the finishing process, and not sure if it's going to end up rectifying anything or not. So after that, this is where I'm left with. It coded everything successfully, but when it tried to run the teach-in procedure for LEDs, it had an error message for the left side. And so I completed the coding, got out of that. I'm back into diagnostics, and this is the code in the STML. We've got two intermittents, and then this permanent one, which is what it had come in with in the beginning. So it basically just tells you to perform the teach-in procedure, initializing it. So I'll back out and attempt to do that. But now we are back to where the blinker portion of the front left headlight is not working properly. So I will try to do the teach-in like I did yesterday, see if that gets that back up and working as far as the blinker. And then not sure, right now we're not having that current / amperage type of for the daytime running lights fault right now, but not sure what this is going to end up being. So back out. Okay. We'll back out. We'll go to service and body. We'll go lighting, and we'll do this right here. Okay. So it goes through left side first, then the right side. Okay. And I'll go back to the diagnostic portion. Try to clear that fault code. Cycle the key. And now that one is intermittent, and I bet the blinker will start working again. Just because this is how I did it yesterday. For some reason, during the coding procedure, after it does the coding and it goes through continuously to do the teach-in, it cannot complete it. But if I back out of coding and programming and just go into diagnostic for under service functions and just manually do it, looks like it does go through the whole procedure. So I'm going to clear these faults, get these wiped out. Reread it real quick. No codes. Hit the blinker. And it is working properly. But this is where I was yesterday. So, okay, so right side's good. Left side is good. But again, this is where I was yesterday after I did the teach-in procedure. So that is now lit up as far as the same for both sides, which it wasn't yesterday. Obviously, blinkers are working now. This is with the headlights on in automatic. If I go to off where daytime would turn on, I now get this error message and it's not operating the daytime running lights. This is where I'm at. So there we go. So coding did not fix it, and we are now stuck with possible headlight assembly or the module for the daytime running. So for the time being, I think this is where I'm going to leave this one. Obviously, I'm going to get with the customer. I'm not sure if they're going to want to do anything at this point other than the, I guess, running the LED teach-in procedure to get the blinker working, which is what they initially came in for. So that is now working properly, but again, we do have the error message. But if we go to turning headlights on, it is able to run that properly. So just not a 100% successful type of repair. There is some sort of issue where it's not happy with us, again, for providing enough amperage for the daytime running lights, and whether it's going to be the LED assembly or the module. There's no way for me to tell at this point without going further, but in a way, it's one that I wanted to show you when the vehicle comes in, or this situation with this vehicle coming in with no operation of the blinker, that you can run the teach-in procedure, get it up running and working without doing any parts replacement. It's all software, and with your diagnostic equipment, you can get that back up and running. So it's probably going to be it again for this one. I hope you learned something. Don't know where we'll go with this one, but that's it for now.